My selected artist to profile is John Baldessari. John Baldessari, born June 17, 1931, is a Californian conceptual artist known for his strong graphic images, using appropriated images and font photography. He was born in National City, California, and currently lives and works in the Santa Monica, Venice area of Los Angeles. He attended San Diego State University and did graduate studies at Otis Art Institute, Chouinard Art Institute, and the University of California at Berkeley. He also taught at California Institute of the Arts from 1970 to 1988, and at the University of California, Los Angeles from 1996 to 2007. He has had over 200 solo exhibitions and over 1,000 group exhibitions. He is a celebrated artist that has received many awards, including the Americans for the Arts Lifetime Achievement Award and the Golden Lion for Lifetime Achievement Award by the Venice Biennale. He also stands at 6'7". Baldessari started his career off as a printer, focusing on that until 1970. He actually burnt every painting that he had painted during the years of 1953 to 1966. He then took the ashes from the burnt artwork, baked them into cookies, and put them in an urn, making it into an art piece called the Cremation Project. His artworks vary from photomontage, books, prints, paintings, film, installation, and even performance art. The distinctive through line in his art is his good-humored approach to art. One of his pieces that embodies his ethos is in the subject matter. I will not make any more boring art, 1971. He filmed himself writing his phrase over and over, and then he sent the video to Nova Scotia College of Art and Design. His most famous works are photographs with big, colorful dots over the faces. He had a collection of film, stills, and price stickers that he was using for something else. He decided to place these dots on the faces, and it changed everything for him. He became famous for his work, and to this day, these are his most iconic images. His work showcases as an interest in language and semantics. He is known as a pioneer in the art world that began to paint phrases or words on canvas, usually as puns or juxtapositions to unrelated images. This style has influenced artists such as Barbara Kruger and Cindy Sherman. Baldessari cites Duchamp as an influence and also credits the French New Wave film director Jean-Luc Godard as being the most important artist of the 1960s, not Andy Warhol. A good example of this that stands out is the piece Tips for Artists Who Want to Sell, 1968. This painting is a list of tips, just as the title states. No one in the art world was making works like this. It is both cheeky and innovative. His works feels modern, fresh, and cool. I think that Baldessari is an influence over everything from advertising to album artwork, to film and fashion. I see influence in the work of Ralph Simmons, for example. His use of color and texture in his clothing seems directly influenced by John Baldessari. Baldessari's influence has even reached over into the world of skate culture. One of the famous skateboard brand, Spring, featured his artwork on their highly coveted skate decks in 2010. I think Baldessari is a seminal artist, not only within California's history, but our history as a whole. Another thing that is important in his style of work is that he approached art with a fresh take. He took a rapid-fire approach to his art. He was able to create so much because of his conceptual approach. He is quoted saying, "If the artists call it art, it is art." Therefore, he took photographs of himself with different hats over his face, at the ocean, with dots all covering his face and more. He used appropriated and found photos and made his own art from those. He used film stills to make his own art. He used text and phrases painted on the canvas or written next to an image. His work has a certain influence over graphic design as well. I believe his style is very graphic and a precursor to the influx of graphic designers we have in our modern time. California art is characterized by the wealth of its land and the innovation of its residents. Californian art is known for its iconography, landscapes, symbolism, and location-specific art. Because California was a state that showed rapid growth with a gold rush, and because California is such a large, diverse state, the artwork that came from the state also shares those characteristics. The artwork is as diverse as the land and the people that inhabit it. Early artworks, such as Charles Snow's Sunday Morning in the Mines, shows a snapshot of what California looked at the time. The attire, the landscape, the day-to-day life. Thomas Hill's beautiful landscape painting of Yosemite, Great Canyon of the Sierra Yosemite, shows a part of the allure of the beautiful state. Many people visited California and fell in love. The same can be said today. The state has so much to offer, from the excellent weather, abundant nature resources, diverse landscapes, and agriculture. California really has it all. Aside from aesthetic beauty, I think that California also produces some of the most eccentric and important artists in the art world. Artists such as Baldessari placed their stamp on visual communication. David Hockney showcased the lifestyle of a homosexual male artist living in California. This can be seen in his work, Peter Getting Out of Nick's Pool. The artwork shows a naked male getting out of a pool. But a striking detail to me is that the ripples of the water resemble sperm. Another eccentric artist is Robert Arneson. He changed sculpture art, and I think also had a similar approach to John Baldessari. He didn't take himself too seriously, and also showed humor in his work. My favorite piece from him, CaliforniaArtist, is a self-portrait of him, with empty eyes, marijuana leaves, beer bottles, an open denim shirt, and cigarette butts. This piece was a light-hearted statement against art critics of New York. I would think Baldessari and Arneson would get along on some level. To me, the importance of the landscape and climate is a direct result of the richness of the type of artists California produces. I think that is one of the most unique things this state has to offer. and it's the secret to why so many great people come from this state. People are nurtured by the wonderful weather, diverse cultural climate, diverse landscape, and general open-mindedness found here. My selected artist to profile is John Baldessari. John Baldessari, born June 17, 1931, is a Californian conceptual artist known for his strong graphic images, using appropriated images and found photography. He was born in National City, California, and currently lives and works